Hello, hello. Hopefully I am live. I have had some issues and I need to change the setting. Let me see. Welcome everybody to the live. Hello, Ivan. Hi. Tilt the Twist. Hello, Troy, William, Brody. Hi, Captain Jack. Hi, Dunkstar. All right, let me see if I can get this to change back. Okay. I don't know. How is everyone doing tonight? I hope my sound and everything is good. Again, I'm having technical difficulties. That's why I'm late. Let me see. Where am I at? Hi, Michigan Carol. Let's see. Let me check in to anywhere else. I know what I forgot. Hang on, guys. I need to check. I accidentally hit a setting when I came in. So unfortunately, well, that was a bit loud. Sorry about that, guys. There we go. Let me get back. Let me see who I'm missing. Hi, Nancy Drew. Lily Lenz. Wow, we got some new people in the chat. Thank you for showing up today. Let me see. Again, sorry for the delay. I actually was in here. I was actually in here taking a nap. My mom and dad are in the house taking a nap. It's been a very busy day. And actually, it's been a very good day. So, hi, Dave. And actually, on this, yes, things are actually starting to turn up a little bit for the better. So, I'm keeping my fingers crossed. Dad yesterday was doing really good, and yesterday Dad did really good. Today Dad is doing really good. We actually got to go out to a restaurant today and eat out, which that's my dad's favorite thing to do. And so I was really happy that we could take him out. He was awake and alert and feeling good. So we got back, and I need to get me some water. So let me jump in my refrigerator here and grab a bottle of water. Let's see. Let me check on the chat here. It is moving quite fast. Welcome all the new people. You know, it is great to have new people in the chat because that means tomorrow I'm going to go back through all this list and I'm going to add everybody's name that has a YouTube channel. I am going to put your guys' name and your channel link in the description. So I will get to check out some new channels tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to that. Oh. So anyways, yes, my dad is doing better today, better yesterday. And there. Gotta adjust. I kind of woke up and started setting up on my live stream. Just hit the ground running. So, Red Van Davis is watching. David. Are you the one that I met at M24? I'm thinking you're the red, I'm assuming the red Ford that I met at M24. I'm hoping so. So let me know, David, if that is you. And if it's not, I'm sorry. But either way, welcome, welcome. Maybe all right, well, welcome, David. I actually have I was trying to figure out how to get a hold of you. So your van is going to be your yeah. I took a tour of your van and I have that almost done. So I have a Nissan coming out that's up for sale. So after that one, let's see, I have Nissan Class B and then the red Ford. So yours will be in 3 weeks, I believe. So in 3 weeks, your van will be up. Your van tour will be up on my channel. I am so super stoked to get all these tours out. That was a busy weekend for me, and I hope you all are enjoying these different tours. Every one of them have been very different for me. And so, yeah, I am looking forward to seeing how these all go. Let's see. Who else? Let me check back in the chat, see if I missed anybody. Come on, computer. Michigan Carol, I don't know if I said hi or not, but I'm saying hi again because I can't remember if I said hi to you. Dunstan, wait a minute, Dunkster24. You are new to my channel. Welcome, welcome. And thank you, all of you guys, for joining me on my live. Today is actually a really good day because I've got, you know, my dad has been improving. We've had physical therapy come out, vascular therapy come out today, and they're all working on trying to get my dad feeling better. So I am really impressed with how fast my dad is getting better. So I'm hoping that it continues. We have no more hiccups. So I don't know if I said hi or not, but hi to you too. What happened when I started with, when I started my live, I accidentally clicked don't allow my camera at any time. So then I had to exit out of it and then start back up. Then I was scrambling. I hit the wrong button because I wasn't reading right. But anyways, I didn't see your answer to the question about how far away you are to bowling. Oh, okay. Sorry. That is... No, Mom, it's me, Brittany. I changed my name per your suggestion. Oh. Hi, Brittany. Grandpa is doing a lot better today. Yeah. I'm not with it. All right. I will get better at this. Let's see. I'm going back to the chat. No, I know, Dallas, that you would get it sooner or later. Yeah, I was hoping that you would show up to one of my lives or make a comment on one of my videos, because I forgot to ask you how to get in contact with you, just to let you know about the channel. And I know that you're a great supporter to other channels. So I'm glad that you are here. And you're an advocate bowler. You know, my dad used to be an advocate bowler. He used to bowl 3 times a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, in the AM, and then he would go eat lunch, and then he would go golfing. But he would go golfing 5 to 6 days a week. So he was kind of avid. He was addicted to bowling and golfing and dancing. So I am I think that is one reason why my dad is doing so well at 85, is because he is very active. He always was very active. So 7 days. Wow. Yeah, my dad used to be that way for golfing, but not bowling. And actually, my daughter that's on here, she used to bowl a lot. She was on a bowling league, and me and her actually joined a bowling league when she was younger. I was younger too. But anyways, so, but yeah, I'm not a good bowler, so that's not my cup of tea. I am more into the dancing and the live music and hiking and outdoors venues and adventures. So I am hoping that my dad, by the end of this month, is back to 90% himself. I'm hoping. My fingers crossed. So with that said, how is everybody else doing this week? I actually was filming yesterday because it was doing so well. I was able to get out and do some filming. And he has a cat. So here's a funny story. He has this cat that they've kind of adopted from somebody else that was not taking care of the cat. And you know what? What did I do with it? Okay. I don't know. Anyways, so he has this cat, and it was an indoor cat. Now it likes to come outside, and so we try to limit the amount of time that it comes outside just for safety. And you know, because they do live in a city, and we don't want the cat in danger. But you know, cats will do what cats will do. And so anyways, it snuck out. And oh, dinner. Whoops. What are we making dinner? What's for dinner? Well, here's the funny thing, Troy, is that I was out in my van and I was recording stuff, and I was kind of cleaning and organizing because with me staying in my dad's house, I have all my clothes out here and all my stuff out here, all my computer work. So I will just come into my van, I will grab stuff, and I'll run back inside the house because I don't want my dad to be alone, and I don't, you know, want to stay outside too long. So I just kind of run and grab and drop and whatnot. So then I was sitting here organizing it and everything. Well, I was all the way in my van with my doors open. It's a safe neighborhood. I wasn't really paying attention. And I went to go underneath my bed to move something as I'm getting out, and I see this gray thing, kind of gray tan thing move, and I freak out because I've had mice in here before, but I've gotten rid of them. And all of a sudden, bam, there was something moving in my van, and I didn't know what it was. Well, it was my dad's cat. And so I tried to get my dad's cat out. And of course, it won't listen to me because it's my dad's cat. It does what it wants, when it wants, and how it pleases. It crawled back underneath my bed. So I went around the back, opened up the back doors. I'm calling the cat. The neighbors are probably thinking I'm crazy at this point. So finally, I shut all my doors. I went inside, I grabbed my phone. So I actually have a video coming out of me looking for this cat in my van because I needed a flashlight. And I always use my phone as a flashlight. So I looked under my bed, and somehow the cat got on my bed. So when I was looking under, it came up on top. And yeah, so the cat has been in my van, snooping around, smelling everything. It's a good cat. I like it. It's not, she's real finicky. She's a typical cat. She wants you to pet her for 1 minute and then you're done. Move on. So I'm like, whatever. And so, yep, look forward to that video that will be coming out shortly of the cat in my van. And you guys will get to see my dad's cat. Right now it's in the house, so. But yeah, it does. All right, Brody, well, have a good time bowling. I would ask you what your average is, but you're probably blow me out of the water because my average is really low. Have a good time. Hopefully you win some frames or win the game. I'm assuming you're on the league. So thanks for stopping in and watching. And anybody else got any 280? Wow. That is a good average. Holy crap. Yeah, definitely blew me out of the water. So, funny story about, so when me and my daughter, we, actually signed up to do this bowling league, I told everybody on the league that I suck at bowling. Like, when I suck, I suck. Like, I just go and I have fun. I agree, Troy. With 280, that's definitely good score. So anyways, they said, well, just go join our league anyways. We'll get a handicap, you know, blah, 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 whatever. And I said, all right. So normally when I bowl, my scores are like, and this is terrible, is like 79, 89, like barely do I ever hit 90. So then we were gonna be, me and my daughter, we couldn't bowl on the first day, so we went and pre-bowled. And I don't remember why we couldn't bowl, but we couldn't bowl on the first day, so we went and pre-bowled. And every one of my games was like 100, 119, 124. I don't know. It was something crazy like that. Every game I got was over 100, and I was flabbergasted because it was crazy. And they were like, oh, I thought you sucked. And I'm like, I do. It was the one time that I pre-bowled and I said that I really stink, that I can't even break 100. And I broke 100 out of 3 games. I broke 100 each time. It was absolutely crazy. But, so we didn't get as high as a handicap as we thought we were going to because of that. But it all worked out. We were there to have fun, and we have fun. And it was just me and my oldest daughter who we ended up doing, I think we only did it 1 season. Because bowling is okay for me. I just don't, that's not something that I would do 7 days a week. Now, I've done dancing, like ballroom dancing, 6 days a week. I definitely could do that. Hang on, guys. All right. I thought I heard something outside my door, but it's just the neighbor kids yelling, playing outside at night, which is cool to see that kids are playing outside. Because that's real random these days. But I feel like I'm missing some of the chat. So I'm pretty sure I asked how you guys are. And, oh, you know what? I missed this one. Liver and onions, mashed potatoes for anyone. Ugh, no, you can keep them. I know William is gone right now, but I missed that in the chat. So, let's see. What? I'm just going through the chat, making sure I didn't miss anything else because oh, I did miss. He said, don't forget to hit the thumbs up for everyone. Thank you. I know you're gone, but hopefully when you watch us on the replay, you will know that I said thank you. And I went back and found the chat. Found you in the chat. There we go. All right. Yeah, I missed a lot of chats. Oh, it's a sad day. I'm sorry to hear that. I know it's not a big deal for you, but no. I don't ever think about putting my van in storage, but I don't have any indoor plumbing. So I don't have to worry too much about that, but seeing how I live in it 24/7, other than this month, it was kind of funny today. I know you won't miss your van. I know you're only a kind of weekender, so I get it. But anyway, so it was a funny story. So my dad, they wanted, when we were in the hospital, they wanted me to throw him into a nursing home rehab. And I told him to kiss my butt because I don't believe in putting anybody in a nursing home unless you absolutely have to. And my dad did not need a nursing home. My dad needed somebody to figure out what was wrong with him. And as I would like to say that I've figured out what's wrong with him, I don't think we have. We have some ideas, but I didn't want to, they wanted to even just put him in a rehab for like a week. And I'm like, no, there's got to be in-home something, whatever. I don't trust that kind of system. I was struggling with even the hospital, the way they were taking care of my dad. So, no, wouldn't do that. So, all right. You are absolutely right, dear. Do not throw your parents into a nursing home because they're elderly, abuse of the elderly. Yeah, and I'm not saying that everyone is, but I'm not leaving that chance for my dad. You know, my dad took care of me when I was younger. I'm going to take care of him. And it's been a good process. It's been a hard one. But anyway, so I found out that there's physical therapists that can come out, because the hospital was saying that my dad just got weak and he's old. And I said, well, you're full of crap, because this 85-year-old was driving, taking care of himself, doing everything on his own, maybe slower, but he was doing everything on his own. I mean, he would get up, go to Arby's, drive himself there, go eat, drive himself home. He was putting puzzles together. So you don't go to the bathroom and then all of a sudden just can't get up from the bathroom. And, you know, life, getting old is not just like a switch like that. That just doesn't happen. And I know that. And so we were having trouble with his blood pressure not regulating. We were having lots of trouble. He was also too having vertigo issues where he was getting dizzy and vomiting and sick and everything. So therefore, we've had physical therapists, a couple different ones, come in the house today and work with my dad. And one of them said, well, do you live close by? And I said, well, yeah, I right now I'm staying on the couch, but you see that white van out there? When it's parked in the driveway, wherever I'm parked is where I'm living. So I can be close or I can be far away. I don't know. And he kind of chuckled and he goes, what? And I said, yeah, that van out there is my house. Like if he had never heard of van life before. So, and then we had a nurse come out and she was saying how when she drove by one of the neighbors, she had waved at the neighbor, they didn't wave back, and how they were kind of rude. And I said, yeah, they're kind of like that. They say to themselves, they don't want to say hi to nobody that's not just you. Just, ignore it. And she goes, gotta love neighbors like that. And I said, yeah, that's why my neighbors are always changing. My neighbors are always moving. And she goes, what? And I said, for me, I said, I live in that white van that's outside. So wherever it's parked is my neighbors. And if I don't like my neighbors, I just get up and I move. And she goes, well, that's kind of cool. And I'm like, oh my gosh, people. I think van life is normal. And I kind of forget that there's like people out there that has never heard of van life. So, hey guys, how are you? Here for the van lifestyle. I was really looking forward to sitting and chatting with you guys at M24, and I had even mentioned that prior to it. And then when you guys showed up at M24, I had already scheduled a tour of the Airstream, which if you guys have not seen that tour of the Airstream, it is on my channel and it is out. But I felt so bad that I couldn't come over and talk to you. And then we were at the potluck, and then you guys were busy talking. And I think somebody was asking about taking your dog for a walk. And so I didn't get a whole lot of time to talk to you guys. So hopefully, we'll be able to catch up sooner or later. But I've been watching a lot of your guys' lives and videos. we commented. Yeah, I know you guys did watch. Yeah. And I know you guys commented on that. So thank you so much. I really appreciate the comments. I'm really enjoying all the different comments that I'm getting on all the different videos. And so I'm looking forward to trying to do more videos to get more comments and to interact with you guys, because I really do enjoy that. And honestly, right now, it's a good mental break to interact with somebody non-medical and not have to deal with my dad's situation. So when I get time away and I can look at my phone and read somebody's comments, it really gives me a distraction from the normal routine. So I appreciate the comments. I know Alternative Living, I know you're very good at making comments on my channel. And Troy, I know you're really good at making comments. And I'm trying to think, there were some other people that I've seen chat on or make comments on it. But yeah, I was kind of hoping that Tina would show up. I was going to tell her that Tony's van was going to be on. I got to text her and let her know. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. I think you guys will like this van that's coming out this weekend, this Saturday. I've been releasing them about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't have enough analytics to know when you guys are on yet. I'm looking forward to that, but comments are my jam. Yeah, I really like comments. But you know, as much as I enjoy people commenting on my channel, I go on other people's channel and I normally have my earbud in. And, you know, like if my dad needs help off the chair or if he needs to, you know, go walking somewhere, I'll put my earbud in and I'll be walking around the house, help him. Right now I'm trying to work on his garage door. It's driving me crazy. I don't know about garage doors. But anyways, so I'll put in my earbud and I'll be listening to it while I'm fixing the garage door or the screen door or, you know, whatever. I'm fixing things in their house on top of being around for my dad. And I'll watch all the way through that video and my phone will be somewhere sitting on a counter. So I'll forget to leave a comment. So I need to get better at leaving a comment. Because I do. I listen to so many videos. And I try to leave comments because I do realize how I enjoy the comments. So I think other people will enjoy comments too. And unless maybe I'm just the weirdo that likes comments on my channel, but it seems like you do. True. I watch a while working on all the time and it move on and never leave comments. Sometimes I go back, but yes, it's hard. Yeah, it's exactly what I do because, you know, unless I'm trying to learn something in like the editing or, you know, especially like with all these new channels that are showing up to my lives, I'll go back and I'll watch 3 or 4 different videos just to get to know the content that they're putting out, just so I can kind of get to know at least one side of them or, you know, something about them. Because you guys are showing up for my lives. I want to know who you are. And you know, if you keep coming back, I like to know. Like I've watched, you guys went through, I forgot the name of the city you went. It was a little town that you guys were in Ohio. I'm assuming it's your own city or your own little town. And you guys were walking Duke. And yeah, and then you guys do that testing of the different different foods. You did a Canadian peanut butter. I watched that one, but again, and I don't think I comment on that one, but yeah, I didn't realize that Hicksville. Okay. And so I do watch them. I just haven't made comments. But I didn't realize Kraft was the prime event or prime maker of peanut butter in Canada. But I did know that because I'm on a lot of like Discord and some other apps with people that are from Canada. And I've realized that in Canada, like certain ingredients aren't allowed or they're just starting to allow them. So, I mean, you know, I don't know. How many of you guys have seen that ad or that commercial or that meme where it says, you know, 7 foods banned in the UK or something like that? Yeah, Troy, if you go look up Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla, it's in Ohio, and they did a tour. So you could go, it was a little quaint little town. I haven't been to that. I know that, Troy, you're familiar with some parts of Ohio, so I am too, but I'm more familiar with Dayton, Ohio, Middletown, Dayton, Ohio. So I don't know Hicksville, but God, I gotta wake up. Yeah, Canada definitely does their own thing, and some of their food is better quality, I think. But hey, there's multiple cities called Hicksville. I believe that too. The UA has some strange food laws. Yeah. But they also too, they have a lot of food that's banned. Like red dye number 7, I think, or I don't know, it's red dye number something. That's banned in a lot of countries because it's not good for us. And there's different it's interesting that like even some cereal makers, they will make products, you know, like for the red dye, instead of using the red dye that is banned over there, they'll use beet juice. Now, come on. Beet juice is obviously good for you. Why don't you, if you're doing it for other countries, why don't you do it for us? So like for Fruit Loops and Fruity Pebbles, the factory will make two different types depending on if it's going over to a country that has certain foods that are banned. And then for us, the United States, that doesn't ban any garbage. They put all the garbage in our food that is horrible for us. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm going to get off that soapbox. Hicksville is almost Hollywood. The same people founded both, but realized that present-day Hollywood had better weather. Yeah, because I would assume that you get a lot of, you probably get about the same amount of snow as southern Michigan does. Because I don't think you're that far from the Michigan border, if I remember right. So I think you still get a lot of snow. I'm familiar with the exporting foods. Had to keep special ingredients on hand just for export. Exactly. So, you know, to me, business-wise, why wouldn't you just, I mean, it's healthier for us if we use, like, I'm just using beet juice, but beet juice for everything instead of these chemical red dye 40 or 30 or 7 or whatever it is. I don't know. But it's probably cheaper. So, and, you know, big corporations are always about the top dollar and how to get around all the crap so that they can keep their money. Exactly. I get it. But I would think having two machines, having two employees, having two lines running with two different ingredients would be double the price. But, you know, I don't know. I don't know. And plus, I always want the better. So that's just who I am. Anyways, I know that companies just want more money. And that's why they're in business. I get it, but I don't agree with putting harmful chemicals in our food, even though I actually consume them, which I try not to, but, you know, it is what it is. Anyways, anybody else got any good news to share or talk about? I kind of got on that bandwagon of the food. I'm stuffed. We were at a restaurant earlier today, so a little small restaurant, so that was good. We get 4 seasons, but bad storms and snow somehow diverts us so much so that people say the First Nation chef had a blessing on the area, but as well as the First Nation Trading Central. Was the First Nation Trading. Yeah, so similar to, because I thought when I seen your M24 video, I thought you said it was a 6-hour drive total, which I'm assuming 3 hours in Michigan and 3 hours in Ohio. That's where I was guessing. But anyways. Well, I had hang on a second, guys. There. Menu First Nation would. Meaning the First Nation would travel to this area to mingle and trade with other tribes because of the rivers and the Great Lakes. Aha! History! 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 So, anyways, I put some questions together, and some of these are simple, but I thought this would be just kind of fun for a Tuesday night. So we'll see if any of you guys can get this. I'm sure you guys will, but which state is known for producing the most maple syrup? So if anybody knows or wants to guess on which state is known for producing, I figured Troy would know that. All right, let's see. We've got which city, wait a minute. All right, hang on before I read that. What are you doing as van lifers to prepare for the cold weather if you're in it? Well, I am planning on being in it, and I have a diesel heater. So I have actually lived in this van in Holland, Michigan, all winter long, 2 years ago. And that's when we put in this diesel heater. And even when it was like -5 out, I kept this this diesel heater on low all night long. So I have a 2.5 gallon tank, and 2.5 gallon diesel tank that is inside the van. So everything is in my van. I don't have any tanks under my van. So everything is in my van, and that 2.5 gallons with me running it 24 hours on low. Well, I don't really run it 24 hours on low because it does roast me out. If it's like 20 degrees or higher, I'll heat it up. It will stay warm in here for a little bit. Then I'll turn it off. I'll have it off for a while. Then I'll turn it back on. So it goes on and off all the time. But that tank will last me about 4 days. And it cost me about $10 to fill it up. So it's not really that bad. And like Troy says here, he actually does like weekends away or like a week away. So he just winterizes his and puts it away for the winter. But yes, I do live in mine in the winter. And when my dad gets feeling better, I am very itching to do some day trips. It is not on a thermostat. I seen when I first installed this, I did see a programmable thermostat, but I didn't know how. I've never installed a diesel heater to begin with, so I didn't know really what to expect, and I didn't know how it was going to run or not run, or what the complications were going to be. So I didn't want to add a thermostat to it because it was a little bit more complicated, and I just wanted to figure out how to run the heater itself. And then I ran into the motherboard issue, so I had to replace the motherboard and the remote to it. So I actually, let's see if I can get, I have a little remote here that if I'm sitting up here in front, I can just turn this on. And then back by my bed, I have a little keychain. So in the middle of the night, if I get cold, I can just reach up to the remote. It's like a remote car starter. Just push the button and it starts. So it should be just yeah. I was actually, there's like they have like, I'm not very good at all that kind of technical stuff. Circuit boards and all that kind of stuff. And these, well, I have it, I can't really pull it down too far, but you could order like a new motherboard, and so I don't know, I might look back into that, and that might be a new video. If I end up getting one, I would do a video on that, but I haven't done that yet. But it's, there's about 3 things that are still in progress in my van, and one would be that thermostat. Another one is the swivel seat, because with Chevys, they don't have a swivel seat unless you want to pay like $200 and some. ProMaster, you can get them for like $70, and I think I can convert the ProMaster swivel seat. So I was going to do that on mine. I know, Troy, you have a swivel seat, and I know we talked about that, and I need to, that's one I want to get, is a swivel seat base for my front seat. So yeah, I just laid the flooring in my van and redid my refrigerator cabinet. So yeah, I agree, swivel seats are really nice. I need to get on that one, but I thought my fuel tank, or my fuel pump, took a crap. So I actually cut a hole in the floor of my van, because in my van you have to drop the whole tank, and my tank is 30 gallons of gas, and I just filled it up. And that's always when a fuel pump goes haywire, is after you fill it up. So I wasn't going to drain out 30 gallons, and I wasn't going to drop a 30-gallon tank full of gas. That's a little dangerous. That's wasting gas, and at $3 a gallon, I'm not going to waste it. So I ended up just cutting a hole in the floor of my van, and then we pop riveted a piece of steel over the hole, and then we laid flooring and put in a new cabinet. So that was in the middle of August. We did all that to my van. And it was super nice. I was really glad to get that done. And then we went to Texas for VIT Summit. And then we went to M24 the middle of September. And then all October, I've been here with my dad taking care of him. So all my plans for the van and all my travel plans are gone for right now. But with him starting to feeling better, I was planning a trip down to Tennessee, and I was planning a trip down to Ohio, and I was also planning a trip across Michigan over by Grand Ledge. So I don't know, fingers crossed, hopefully Grand Ledge will still happen. If my dad starts feeling better, and as long as the weather holds out, I plan on still doing that trip. And after this month, I need a trip. I need to travel. I need to see different scenery. This van, I need to be around. I have a G30. I think it is that I lived in, and it was my work vehicle, but I did not really live in it, just felt like I did. Yeah, I mean, back when I was raising my kids, that was kind of my joke, that I lived in all my vehicles, because when my kids were younger, I used to drive them to school, because the neighborhood that we lived in was just a public school, and I did not like the public schools that I went to, and I wanted a better quality of education for my kids. And so I drove them like 30 minutes each morning and each night to a better school system. And so I would go there, I would hang out sometimes, and sometimes I would drive back, or I would go drive to work, or whatever I had to do. But I was always all my vehicles, I always put on miles and miles. So I understand the not actually living in it, but living in it. I do understand that comment for sure, because yeah, when I had 3 girls, and all my girls were in sports, and all my girls were in some form of activity. So there was always, band and soccer and basketball and cheer and tennis and bowling, and you would think I had boys, but no, they were all girls, but they were highly active girls. So they were always busy with some kind of sports or school stuff. So I put a lot of miles on all my vehicles, and most of my vehicles either went to the scrap yard when I was done with them, or I either the scrap yard. I'm trying to think. There was a couple that I sold. Like I had a Dodge Durango, and I actually did sell that one because the gas mileage sucked. I was getting like 12, 13 miles a gallon. And it was a V8 Magnum. And I knew that if I went to a Suburban that was a 350 with the more seating, well, no, it had the same amount of seating, but the back of it had a bigger trunk than the Dodge Durango, then that one would get better gas mileage. Thank you. Oh, excuse me, guys. Oh, my allergies are really kicking up. We get somebody new. Good. Hello, Michelle. Me? Mine too. I worked all the time and carried my tools. I could have built a house from the ground up. That's awesome. So I'm assuming you were a builder. Or a carpenter, I guess. I use my old van as a shed now. Hang on, guys. Hopper. Well, my dad's cat is outside my van door meowing, so we'll see if Hopper wants to come in. I don't know if Hopper will come in, but maybe. Come here, Hopper. Come here. No, you're going to be finicky because I asked you to come in. You goofy cat. Anyways. Welcome to the channel, by the way, Michelle. Michelle. Yes, Michelle. Mine too. I'm assuming you're talking about that you feel like you live in your vehicle. Because I don't see anything else. I try. I'm trying to get her to come in, but she's quite a finicky cat. She doesn't like to listen to me. Because she's my dad's cat, that's why. My dad doesn't like to listen to me either. Come here, Hopper. Come here. Nope, she's not. She's going to just sit there and stare at me. So, anyways. And therefore we were tapped to. Yes, you do. I'll have to tell Grandpa that you showed up to my. It's funny because I tried to tell my dad that I was going to come out here and do a live stream, and he doesn't quite understand what a live stream is, nor does he really understand what YouTube is. But so he just calls it the internet. He goes, "When do you need to be on the internet?" And then like 7 o'clock, Dad. He's like, "Okay." So I'll have to tell him that you were here, and that you called him stubborn, his favorite grandchild. Hopper. Nope, Hopper's gone now, so I don't know where she's at. But anyways. All right, I think So, yeah, I don't know where the cat went. I tried to get her to come in, but she didn't want to come in. But, so, yeah, anyway, so I'll have to tell Grandpa that you were here. He would be happy to know that. And then, I hear the cat meowing, but I don't know. She likes to catch a lot of mice and leave them at the front door, too. So, yeah, it's kind of, you know, typical cat stuff. But anyways, you guys will have to check out. I'm almost done editing. It's just going to be a short on my... I do, Troy. Thanks for asking. Let's see. Which U.S. city hosted the first modern Olympic Games on American soil? Hopper. Anyone got a guess on that? Michelle, I don't know if you have a channel or not, but just to let you know, anybody that does have for anybody that is in the live chat, I will tomorrow go through and put all of the channels here in the description below. So if anybody is watching on the replay and there is a channel that I mention or talk about, like Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla, I know they have a channel. Theirs will be linked down below. But if you're here as a supporter, you're great. I'm great to have you here. I hope you stick around and come back. But Troy, nope. It is not New York. Nancy, I'm assuming you are saying LA, and no. So actually, so the real answer is St. Louis, Missouri, 1904. Nope, Brittany, you're wrong. It was St. Louis, Missouri, 1904. What? We have a channel? I'll have to check that out. Yeah. I'll put the link in the description. So tomorrow, come back here, watch the replay, or look at the description. Go. Oh, you guys crack me up. I love it. I love it. All right. So let me see. Another one. Oh, this one will be super easy. So I'm sure you all will get this one. Which U.S. state is the home to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? And Troy, if you do not get this one, I would be really sad that you don't get this one, Troy. Las Vegas is Spanish for the medal. I did not know that. And Michelle says, I'm on YouTube, but no channel. So you're a supporter. That's great. So I won't link it. And it is Ohio. It is actually Cleveland, Ohio. And I actually knew that because hold on. I thought that cat was coming in. But anyways, I knew that because years ago, there used to be a TV show called Drew Show, I think it was. Drew? And he always talked about Cleveland, Ohio rocks because it's Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. The Drew Show? No, that can't be right. I don't know. It had Mimi in it and the Drew Carey Show. Yep, there you go. You got it. God, I haven't seen that show in for ages. But I just remember the intro where he'd be like, Cleveland rocks. What's my line? No, that is, yeah. He'd host The Price is Right too for a while after that show. Yeah, isn't he still the host for that? I don't know. I feel like in August when I was helping my friend out with her knee surgery, she was watching Price is Right, and I think he was still a host. And he also did Whose Line Is It Anyways? Oh, okay. That was the question and the answer show. Yeah. I've seen it, but yes, he is. Still the that is. Well, guys, I just realized that it's been an hour and almost 20 minutes we've been on. And I only did 3 questions because I didn't know how it would work. But this was kind of fun. So would you guys, maybe next week I'll come up with some more new questions if you guys like that? I kind of did. Isn't that with the 4 guys who are always... No. Is that the one where the 4 guys are reenacting different things? There's like a football player that's on there. I don't know. I didn't really watch TV. So I just kind of catch things. More questions, please. All right. Cool. I will do some more. Okay, see you then, Susie. Stay well. And yes, on the more questions, I'm assuming. Oh, yes, that's it. Love the improv show. That's what it was. All right, well, I will definitely come up with some more questions, and we'll do some more questions on the next live. So I plan on every Tuesday being here at 7 p.m. unless something shows up. So thank you all for showing up and being here. And I look forward to next Tuesday. And we'll have more questions. Have a great night, everybody. Bye.